And this is the man here. Martin Franklin, this is his wife.
Catherine Collins.
Yeah. In the later years of his life.
59 years married.
59.
That photograph was taken. Yeah. The house you saw now is the house where Martin Franklin was born, and he lived in most of his life. And if you see behind me, this is what it looks like today.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Martin Franklin was born in 1890 in Clonalahan. He was the 21st child of the family. He's supposed to be a twin. But his father's name was Pat Franklin. He was a shoemaker. His mother was Peggy Kearney, and he went to the old school in Carramore over at the post office. James McGordon and Bridget McHale were the teachers. He trained as a shoemaker, but he didn't continue the trade. He played football with Lacken. Their training ground was the Strand. Father McLaughlin, Father Keaveney and Father Durkin were their successive trainers. He played junior and senior football for Mayo. He played in 1914. He won Connacht senior medals in 1915 and 1916. He played on the Lacken senior team that won the Mayo County senior final in 1917 when they defeated the Ballina team. The Western people felt so bitter about it that they didn't publish the results or reports of the game. He played for Mayo in the All-Ireland senior final at Croke Park in 1916. They lost to Wexford. 2 goals, 4 points to 1 goal, 7 points. He played left half forward. He played for Lacken from 1909 to 1920. He usually played left half back, was written here, now, for that was for Lacken later.
Yeah.
He was a fisherman and fished in Killala Bay and off Kilcommon. I was with him in later years, fishing mackerel in the early mornings. He used to go fishing on the night. He was to go fishing on the night of the disaster in 1928, but all the boats were filled. He died here in the new house in 1972, and he's buried in Raffran Cemetery.
Yeah. Another photograph of him.
That was at my wedding, that one.
Now, yeah, I remember your father, you were telling me they were going to fishing on the Moy illegally in the 1930s.
I do.
Yeah. You were telling me inside there about it, that they stayed someplace up around Carrikelly, is that right?
They did, but Mrs. Fawcett.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And did they, how long were they up there, a week or a fortnight?
They were most of the fishing season.
Yeah.
From estimated to July.
Sometime around that, yeah. And they were caught, I suppose, were they?
Oh, they were.
Yeah, yeah. And then some of them skipped to England and some of them...
Yeah, the crew skipped to England and they left the owners of the mock owners of the boats.
Yeah. So he had his name down as an owner, hadn't he?
He had, yeah.
Yeah. There was a court case and all that thing, wasn't there?
There was.
Yeah. Where was it? Ballina?
And the assizes in Ballina, I think.
Yeah.
Ballina, yes.
Yeah. And he was sentenced to a term of imprisonment, wasn't
he
he?
got 2 weeks in Sligo jail.
Well, he put in the 2 weeks down there, didn't he?
He did, with the strawberries.
Was that what he did?
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a few companions, I think, from around here too, hadn't he?
Well, I think some of them were arrested, but they were let off, overnight.
Were they?
They were.
Yeah.
The crew, part of the crew, and they skipped England then.
Ah, I see. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he did the full term.
He did the 2 weeks. I don't know. I think Jim O'Malley was in jail with him. I don't know if Joe Clark was or not.
Yeah, yeah. And I think his own party let him down, didn't they?
They did. They all skipped but himself.
Yeah, yeah. But I was thinking of the politicians that promised support.
Oh, the politicians let him down. He got no defence or no anything from them at all.
Yeah. That, what do you call him, Peter?
Once they found out they were arrested and that probably they get involved, they fell back and they never came forward again.
Yeah, they left him to whatever it was.
They left him, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So that was in around 1936, was
1938,
it? 1938.
38, yeah.
Yeah. You remember it well, do you? You do?
Well, I have skips. I was in Ballina at the time, hairdressing.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, yeah.
In
1917 team, Martin Franklin. Wearing a tie.
November's 1980. She never wanted to leave that house.
That was a picture of your father's
Or
house.
my father's house.
Done by
yes.
yourself, isn't it?
Yes.
Done by yourself. And where was the shoemaker shop now? Which of them?
In, let me see, which was the one towards the Bodine? This one.
This one there.
Yeah.
His father that was at that there, wasn't it?
No, his father was a shoemaker, but I think it was from the, it could be from the uncles or so.
Oh,
that
yeah,
Pat had his trade.
Yeah. Well, he did shoemaking in that shop there, didn't he?
He did, yes.
Making the 7 row, wasn't it?
Oh, the 7 row and tops from England and all that.
Is that so?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
and women's tops.
Is that so?
Yes, and half soles and all the rest of it. He had 5 working with him.
Yeah. Yeah. What about the rose bushes that were there?
They were planted the day my father was born. And the clock, you can take it in the hall, was bought the day he was born.
Is that so?
An old Armstrong clock, like a wag at the wall. They're
Yeah.
like Paddy's clock
Yeah.
above, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So they kept them ever since.
They're kept ever since for that reason.
Were you in America when you painted that?
No.
No?
Oh, you painted
Oh, I
it?
was. I came home on vacation here once
Yeah.
and painted it. But he was living.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at the waspiness. Oh, Paddy's going to wind it for me before he goes.
Let's go.
And
Let's
in
go.
there, Sean, he kept his money.
Can you get it?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
That's his wife's sister's grave. She was Anne Richardson Conley.